Well, at least we know you pussy-ass humans aren't hiding like some cowards and pulling some other tricks on me, like trying to poison and deceive and manipulate God and lie to him about how much you love him and all this shit with your fucking brown hair and your beady eyes and your fucking gray skin, manipulative fucking devil skin asses. At least we know that's not happening, right? Because if it were, your nation would keep getting bombed, and there's no chance in hell that I would ever fucking call that off, right? And then all the nations who allow you to exist in them after that will also not get bombed, as long as that happens, right? That'd be so beautiful. Guys, wise the fuck up. Stop acting like trash. And I'll stop fucking throwing you in a garbage compactor and fucking smashing your asses and your families like trash and shit, right? So we know everyone wants that to happen, right? But it's a game world, and there are certain fucking parameters here I'm forced to live through. So we're trying our best to change the world through positive measures. As they tell me, my minds are creating it. Like when they come and rape me and poison me, when I'm a child and they come and rape me, technically like rape, invited to an orgy, kind of the same thing when you're a little child and you're scared to say no to an adult, right? Because you don't realize like you're God and you're like fucking 10 times their fucking, like a million times their power and shit. So it's still kind of like rape. I mean, whatever. Obviously we know things are going to turn out great because things always turn out great in this world. Everything is great. Nothing bad has ever happened here. So there's definitely not a reason to be forced in a fake game world like this that doesn't exist with a whole bunch of people who don't exist that you can summon on command, who lie to you and claim they're living beings and all this shit. And you just create them fucking by a simple emotion, not even a thought, not even a request. You have emotion, and like 10 to 20 of them, or 1,000 or 10,000 of them can come exist. Obviously, they wouldn't be like there to manipulate and lie to you. That they're living beings and they existed before that happened, before you created them. So, we're hoping for the best. You know, always have hope, they say. And like they told me, you know, as long as Jesus has heroin, he can be a nice person. They told me that's the whole story of a nail and of the spike into the veins is doping yourself to the point that you're so retarded you can't see anything. And I do see the point of that, because you get like 4 hours of fucking happiness in this world through something like that. But it doesn't like equate to like, you know, an entire lifetime of happiness, so. Or ignorance. But it does help, you know. It does help. That'd be nice. I've never taken a spike into the vein like there are people constantly try to berate me into doing. You know, they definitely fed me a lot of other shit constantly at very high prices and shit. It really is the only hope and happiness there is in this world once you see what it is and what's going on here. You definitely don't have hope and definitely don't have happiness when you see like devil races amongst you, like trying to enslave you your entire existence. And so yeah, but I do know that the world will never be pure and clean And there will never be paradise if devils exist upon this planet. And so, I'm assuming that's the point of the game here, is to erase the devils. So, like any video game, you go into it and you're like, oh my god, they've kidnapped Zelda, and we gotta kill Ganon, they kidnapped the princess, the Mushroom Kingdom princess, we gotta kill the Goombas and all this shit. And I mean, this world is fake, like, you gotta admit that. Like, you definitely have no thoughts if you can't see that after 2020 and stuff. So you're gonna have to write you off as a bad guy if you're gonna fucking lie to me and shit, right? Because we've had a lot of people lying for a long fucking time to me. And in fact, the story says that the devils themselves are going to fucking lie and try to deceive God. And that's like kind of the part of the story, is that they drugging me into making me forget who I am, and then inserting me around people who are devils, who are trying to like convince me they're good people, and lying to me about who they are, claiming they're can you imagine someone claiming they created God? And then at the same time, in the same sentence, they'll say, you are the reason everything is happening right now in this world. It's like, oh my god, so I created you? No, hell no I didn't. And then what? What? I mean, listen to some of these people is like retarded, dude, bro. No one's more retarded or less retarded than the other one on this planet. It's just all NPC, like literally 7 minutes of backstory at the most. Sometimes there's 7 minutes is just going around like screaming and hitting their chest, and that's still just 7 minutes. But it's the same as the other repetitive cookie cutout fucking. Can you hear that? It's one of the retards, but it's not one of you. It's like one of you people, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? It's just as smart as you, but it just says a different thing. It goes there and beating its chest and saying duh. And that's the way I see other humans too. They just go around beating their chest saying duh till I fuck them, and then they flood the house and scream duh really loud and shit. Fucking, what's the difference there and shit?